Dear readers of the Astrologer family, welcome to YouTube Astrologer. May the month of May come into our lives with abundance, prosperity, and luck. Pluto will start its retrograde on May 4th, providing an excellent foundation for introspection, an important aspect we need to evaluate annually. This is an astrological event. Now we can delve into the roots of problems and succeed in freeing our souls and willpower from bad habits. At the same time, it will be an extremely ideal transition to examine our relationships. My advice to you is to act with prudence, with the high awareness that Pluto will continue to retrograde until October 13th. And as Mercury also begins its transit in Taurus, prudent approaches will facilitate making the right decisions to plan our projects and reflect them in our lives. The full moon in Scorpio will occur on May 12th, and this full moon will be particularly effective for healing from our disappointments. On the 20th, it will progress into Gemini. The sun will renew us, making us feel more vibrant, more peaceful, more dynamic, and will support each of us in structuring our social relationships. And of course, Saturn will begin its transit in Aries starting from the 24th. This transition, especially since it is an energy that will last for 2 years, will see Aries' courage begin to structure with Saturn's discipline. You need to hold the reins while taking on leadership. You should be able to move away from more disciplinarian and harsh approaches. And Mercury will begin its transit in Gemini on the 25th. Particularly distractions and the ability to deal with everything at the same time can lead us to commit to things we might regret later. And may the healing energy of the new moon at the end of the year be upon each of you. I have received, accepted, and sealed it. Write it down. May's energies, the effects of the 12th zodiac sign, are available in full detail on YouTube Astrologer. Don't forget to subscribe and turn on notifications. May the skies be your guide, and may your path be illuminated. Children of Mars, Aries, on May 2nd, Venus and Neptune will align closely to your sign. This sacred meeting will guide you in matters related to your relationships, career, money, and how you perceive and structure your self-worth. New insights that completely eliminate old patterns will reward you with love and unexpected abundance. My advice to you is to act without straying from the heightened awareness that you need to deal with your difficult emotions. Pay extra attention to your wishes, intentions, desires, and wants on May 2nd, 2025. And on May 4th, Pluto, the representative of the underworld, will begin its retrograde. It will remove the veils in visions related to your future, especially regarding the hidden dynamics in your social network and environment, and will continue its retrograde in Aquarius. Power struggles, tensions in unspoken and internal matters, as well as trusting the wrong people. It will guide you to manage the energies where disappointments and your honesty are questioned correctly, and to make amends for mistakes in this regard. On May 10th, while Mercury is in Taurus, financial matters will come to the forefront of your agenda. My advice to you for overcoming financial obstacles is to be more courageous in restructuring your habits and the balance of debts and receivables. On May 12th, when the full moon occurs in Scorpio, you will be met with awakening energy regarding which areas of your life you have accepted less than you deserve. And with this energy, my advice to you is to be ready for the transformation of unresolved issues and many mentally toxic things. This energy will be effective not to heal or punish you, but to help you carry it better. From the inside out, Scorpio is now ready to restructure the life you want. Choose to take advantage of the clarity energy brought by your birth month. And as the sun begins to move into Gemini on May 20th, You will particularly focus more on conversation, mental tasks, trips, and the energies will support you in implementing your plans related to travel. On May 24th, Saturn, the teacher of the stars, will be in your sign until 2028, of course, by making transitions. Saturn in your sign is an important self-awareness cycle. It will help long-term visions come to life, where impulsiveness will be mastered with patience. It is a period of time. Even if you feel like you're being tested at every opportunity in terms of how you can build a stronger career or a better relationship, make good use of this learning process and choose to mature by benefiting from this energy instead of fearing it. Because even if Saturn's realities harshly affect controls, it will now become possible for you to truly improve your life. Children of Venus, Taurus, the month of May is filled with energies where you will be the architect of your own reality. You will access wisdom that can only be gained through experience, especially without seeking a guide. Get ready to open the doors to a cycle where your heart, the intuition, and selective approaches are extremely effective in your life. My advice to you, in areas where you will move forward and create with the realization of your truth, more than ever before, regarding having and creating, that something greater awaits you, knowing that you are at the beginning of something, and that you won't be able to encounter everything smoothly. You need to manage the waves correctly. Be prepared for the triggering of inspiration, creativity, and deep intuition with the clash of Venus-Neptune energy on May 2nd. My advice to you is that after a foggy mirror, everything becomes clear in a spotless mirror. You will encounter energies that will allow you to manage everything you see correctly and make the right choices. Be careful about whom or what you trust, whether it's a person, an idea, or even a doubt that suddenly gnaws at your mind. Nothing is as it seems. Now, these confrontations with great maturity and the right moves will take you to much better places. There are energies at play that will heal your subconscious patterns, allowing you to express yourself in a more authentic and correct way. And the mystical planet of the underground, Pluto, begins its retrograde in Aquarius in May. This retrograde will be significant in areas related to your goals, responsibilities, and authorities. In this sense, if you have been tested with power struggles, these energies will influence you until October 23rd, helping you distance yourself from old expectations and strengthen through awareness of your weaknesses. Be ready to reap the very strong positive effects and fruits of trusting yourself. Now, my advice to you is not to stray from the high awareness that during Pluto retrogrades, you are met with a deep transformation effect from the core. By being aware of yourself, this energy will carry you to much better and much more beautiful places regarding the mistakes, misconceptions, and errors you have made in your experiences. Be aware of this. Especially my advice to you is, you have been shaken, you have collapsed, you have been tired, you have had to become isolated. And in this loneliness, not only was there no one to hold your hand, but you were also tested by those who pushed you further down. Know that the reward for this transition is great. In the areas where you struggled and your resilience strengthened, much more positive energies will empower and uplift you with material and spiritual opportunities. Trusting yourself will become a non-negotiable matter for you from now on. The children of Mercury, Gemini, your birthday season is starting. Happy birthday in advance. May 2nd, in 2025, the significant aspect of Venus and Neptune will bring topics related to business alliances and communication to your agenda. It will focus your attention on issues related to money and self-worth, and you may catch opportunities stemming from others in financial matters. You might encounter exciting developments in your personal investments. However, on May 4th, Pluto, the representative of the underground, will start its retrograde in the sign of Aquarius. It will activate your deepest beliefs and long-term goals. Topics related to faith, freedom, growth, and relationships will be on your agenda. Especially my advice to you is on which topics your incorrect approaches have been put to the test. Now, legal matters, education, travel, paperwork, tensions arising from different viewpoints, and significant developments at this point may be in question. Instead of persisting in mistakes, make an effort to heal and transform yourself with these energies by benefiting, as much as possible, from the knowledge of experts in their field. Your effort. Your ruling planet Mercury will align with Chiron on May 6th. This energy will bring awareness around your long-term dreams, of how the pressures of deep wounds are hindering you. Conversations and realizations will reveal and make you feel who truly supports you, who does not, and where you are misunderstood. You should distance yourself from vulnerabilities and anger, and make every effort to act with a solution-oriented approach. On May 10th, when Mercury begins its retrograde in Taurus, my advice to you is to focus on influences where you can achieve stability. This is the case. You can focus on completing many unfinished things by resolving problems related to your educational life, which may make you feel pressured. You can make and implement clear decisions regarding a relationship, regarding your health, especially when you are prone to infections. You should not be negligent about your health. On May 12th, an important full moon will occur in Scorpio. And this full moon energy is filled with warning energies concerning your physical and mental health. Ailments caused by fatigue may be triggered. You might find yourself compelled to abandon bad habits and transition to a healthier lifestyle. Therefore, please take this energy into consideration. Additionally, Jupiter will form squares with the lunar nodes on the 19th. Especially as the echoes of the full moon continue, where you are, where you plan to go, and the regrets you feel from the conflicts in your personal life regarding your ambitions will allow you to address them more deeply. Children of the moon, Cancers, May is a time for healing, forgiveness, and transforming first yourself and then your past experiences. Venus will conjunct Neptune on May 2nd, and it will especially allow you to focus on matters related to your ambitions, goals, and long-term desires and wishes. With the moon's transit through your sign, you will encounter a cycle of power, positive events, and restructuring after challenges, completing what is lacking, especially in your relationships. Under these energies, especially Neptune's energy, will encourage you to make more careful decisions about what has been misleading you. You will succeed in moving away from outdated ideas that are unsustainable and lack security. Your status and assets will begin to improve. Your ruling planet, the moon, is now strengthening your radar. Use this energy to verify, prove yourself, gain respect, and properly structure new beginnings in your professional life. Your efforts. My advice to you is to choose to use this energy to reconcile with people you have issues with and find common ground. And Pluto starts its retrograde in Aquarius on May 4th. This retrograde, which will continue until October, will ask you to question your control over finances, shares, and investments. Especially the difficult conversations you have had regarding relationships will trigger the surfacing of accumulated issues that have been swept under the rug. Especially, my advice to you is have you put in a lot of effort? What damages have you suffered from the contracts you made in financial areas that drained your energy? You should focus on these and make extra efforts to find solutions. This won't be an easy energy, but you should know that Pluto will bring rewards. Social networks, long-term plans when Mercury moves into Taurus will become more feasible starting from May 10th. For you, especially in your work life and financial matters, the transition of Mercury into Taurus will bring financial relief and positive developments in situations you are concerned about. My advice to you is to take advantage of this energy for applications in your education life and for initiatives related to work. Focus not on the small things, but on the big ones. You should not hesitate to showcase yourself and your talents. And on May 12th, a full moon will occur in Scorpio. With this full moon, sensitivity, creativity, and fluctuations in matters related to your personal life may increase. Be careful not to engage in jealousy, partner, or power struggles with your partner or lover, because using the language of anger where you are hurt can be more significant. Misunderstandings and tensions can pull the person to an uncontrolled point, and you may feel upset. Jupiter and the lunar nodes will create a tense energy on May 19th. On May 19th, 20th, and 21st, be mindful of who you talk to, where, and what you discuss. Before making sharp decisions, you should choose to carefully plan what you will gain and what you will lose. The children of the sun are lions. Welcome to the month of May. The month of May will provide you with a heightened awareness to trust your instincts, ensuring you scrutinize everything thoroughly before accepting or committing to anything, with the high consciousness that nothing is as it seems. Especially if you feel tired or restless about matters concerning yourself, if you are trying to keep up with multiple things and struggling to cope with your fatigue. It will be a month for slowing down and making arrangements in a more controlled and disciplined manner. For you, my advice to you in particular is your control. Instead of managing things on a macro level, try to keep them under control on a micro level. Try. On May 2nd, Venus will form an extremely harmonious aspect with Neptune. It will draw your attention to your beliefs, your future, and help you realize what you need to do regarding your goals. If you have moved away from a superficial perspective, made clear decisions, and ignored the details, these energies will affect you whether you want to realize them or not. My advice to you is to think twice before making big promises and commitments on May 2nd. Try to move forward by aligning your dreams with reality and taking responsibility rather than just dreaming. When you do this, significant developments, important opportunities, and correct and accurate decisions will be inevitable. My advice to you is especially on May 4th, 2025, Pluto begins its retrograde. Pluto's retrograde involves relationship dynamics, whether romantic, business, or partnerships, unresolved power struggles. Emotions will surface, and it will bring energies that allow you to compensate for many problems you've experienced in this regard, stemming from your own mistakes. To you. Until when? Until October 2025. With Pluto's energies, now is the time to wisely act to restructure, take a place within stability, and embrace the rewards of acting with awareness. And my advice to you, especially, what strategies are you using? How much have the things you tried to keep under control challenged you? Did the reactions you couldn't give while feeling pressured in your work life make you angry? You should reflect on these and make an effort to improve them. Mercury will initiate discussions and decisions related to your long-term goals in Taurus on May 10th. Especially family issues, your career, and public. You should make an effort to compensate for your concerns about the image you create. In this sense, you should openly express your discomforts. You should choose to express them. Matters related to promotion contracts are indicators of positive and significant transformations, revealing great opportunities and behind-the-scenes pressure for you. Children of Mercury, Virgos, the sky heralds that you are in a month where you need to establish balance, maintain balance, and strive to transform the negativities you have experienced after unhealthy decisions without avoiding them. To you. As May 1st greets you, where your long-term goals, beliefs, and communication will play an important role, you should keep both excitement and responsibility in balance. On May 2nd, Venus will align with Neptune, emphasizing shared resources and trust. As a result of this alignment, you may find inspiration, choose to heal from many challenging energies, and recognize and end the hidden hostilities underlying friendships that harm you. My advice to you: if you are inclined to believe someone's promises or statements without evidence, under these energies, you should not accept everything you hear about your private life and loved ones as true. Otherwise, this energy could be a test for you rather than a reward. On May 4th, Pluto will also start its retrograde in the sign of Aquarius. Until when? Until October 2025. My advice to you, especially under this transition, is to pay attention to stress, fatigue, and disappointments that indicate it's time to change habits that harm you. It invites you to be more combative and realistic, to overcome things that drain your energy. The sky is inviting you, and your ruling planet, Mercury, will form an aspect with Jupiter on May 5th, along with the moon's transit through your sign. You are in the right time frame for meaningful conversations regarding emotional, educational, and work-related matters, as well as for applications related to your career. Make good use of it. Especially, you should pay attention to distinguishing what is important and what will tire you out. Until the 15th of the month. A very powerful full moon will occur in Scorpio on May 12th. And this powerful full moon energy especially conveys the message that you need to renew many things, from your way of thinking to your manner of speaking, regarding your daily interactions, contracts, conversations, and the statements you make. Are you in harmony with your family and loved ones to maintain peace? Or is it a momentary emotional tension, burning and destroying with violence? Then you feel regret and expect the other person to take the first step. There are warning energies inviting you to transform these. This also includes gossip. Things that do not reflect the truth about social matters may come your way. Be tolerant, but take action. Especially in May, you are prone to issues related to health, such as stomach, intestines, and allergic reactions. Being more controlled and conscious as you face these will help you avoid many long-term ailments. Fenton Children's Scales. Welcome to the month of May. With the month of May, while making decisions without losing your focus, you need to be aware of the risks you might encounter and maintain a realistic approach. This is a subject. You will start with impulses that will cause internal fluctuations. The goal is to succeed, to be happy. While wanting this, the feeling of being lazy and holding yourself back from many things might also be strong. At this point, choose to be controlled, knowing that your tendency to make mistakes is very high and being aware of what you might encounter. On May 2nd, your ruling planet Venus will initiate a new cycle for you to connect with close people on a spiritual level, being aligned with Neptune. Neptune facilitates acting from a perspective of love, commitment, and partnerships with an intuitive approach, while at the same time, it may cause past obsessions to resurface. Now is the time to choose wisely which one you will nurture. And on May 4th, the mystical planet Pluto, ruler of the underworld, will begin its retrograde. Desires you thought you had buried may come to light. Be prepared to confront the problems you've internalized regarding sexuality, emotional vulnerability, and family issues. But under these energies, decisions made in anger, impulsiveness, and resentment. Do not lose sight of the fact that every decision could test you with regrets and difficulties until November 25th, 2025. The energy of anger, the desire to manage, the toll of not being able to control anger, and momentary impulses can be unexpectedly tiring. Be sure not to lose control at home. My advice to you is to express yourself with love. If you are suppressing yourself and feeling uneasy, make every effort to transform this energy. On May 6th, Venus will form a very strong aspect with Pluto. You may receive good news, especially regarding emotional matters. If you are single, you may experience emotional and unforgettable moments and proposals through gestures related to your relationship. In matters related to your work life, you should act entrepreneurially. Instead of doubting your true talents, you should trust them and avoid making decisions that will make you a victim of imbalance in your own work. With the moon transiting your sign on May 8th, you will experience an emotional reset and become aware of what needs to be adjusted. So until May 8th, you are avoiding sharp decisions and outbursts. As the sky favors you and Mercury begins its transit in Taurus on May 10th, there will be influences where agreements become clear and your desires regarding work and partnerships start to take shape and gain acceptance. Children of Mars, Scorpios, while the universe opens a door for you, it is up to your will whether to enter or not. A strong energy is pushing everything you held back, where you almost questioned your worth, to the surface, steadily propelling your life into an important cycle of transformation. Stay in the flow. Now let it be your effort to manifest your full potential in every aspect of your life, your endeavor. And Venus aligning with Neptune on May 2nd will draw your attention to your time management, energy management, and responsibilities. By focusing on the details, you can transform yourself into a more creative, self-accepting, and compassionate state of mind. Be ready to heal from burnouts. And on May 4th, your ruling planet Pluto will begin its retrograde. Many things related to your origins, family dynamics, emotional issues, and patterns based on your childhood that you have grown from, but haven't fully addressed, will start to transform and change. Pluto's retrograde is not awakening with gentle and positive energies, but rather with harsh effects that shake you awake. Therefore, make an effort to establish clear communication and cleanse yourself from the influences and negativities that you have quietly suppressed behind closed doors. Mercury enters Taurus on May 10th. In matters related to romance, professional life, and relationships, clearly, will support you in resolving discussions and problems. In this sense, some endings can lead you to much stronger beginnings, especially how do you communicate with others? Where are you misunderstood? And in which areas of your life do the same repetitions occur? The sky invites you to think about these. And on May 12th, a full moon will occur in your sign. This full moon cannot be ignored with its extremely powerful energies. It emphasizes your identity, development, and desires. Now is the time to bring to the forefront everything you have hidden or hesitated to do. Be especially honest with yourself about what you want. Honesty will make you feel liberated, especially regarding matters related to your work. Saying all or nothing in your personal life should not even be an option for you. Under these energies, feel everything without being in a rush. And remember that you should act without being influenced by people who want to push you into haste. During the full moon day and the following 3 days, be cautious of falls, bumps, and injuries as the sky warns. While delivering the message, not straying from this awareness will be your greatest separation. Additionally, on May 17th, Mercury will form squares with your ruling planet Mars. Tensions may increase in your communication with your spouse, partner, or significant other. Be cautious of defensive and impulsive approaches. Instead of escalating conflicts, you should choose to use this energy to set your boundaries. Children of Jupiter, Sagittarians, are you tired of constantly giving to be happier so that others don't cause problems? Now, the month of May will remind you that you are not obligated to do this. To be the architect of your own value, your own achievements, your own happiness, and to make it permanent. On May 2nd, Venus will be aligned with Neptune. It will guide you into an irresistible attraction in matters of creativity, passion, romance, and work. Especially on whether it's a love, artistic, or financial project, now is the time when you can reconnect with your joyful aspects, your clever sides, and come together with strong people you worked with in the past but parted ways, and rise from your ashes like a phoenix. These energies are starting to dominate. Stay aware that this energy will grow with self-confidence. And the planet of the underground, Pluto, starts its retrograde in Aquarius on May 4th. Your ideas, how you communicate, the topics you share, and the false beliefs about the burdens of wrong choices where you didn't get the return for your efforts will be on your agenda. After the power struggles and the trials you face with the truths you avoid, it will mean the closing of one cycle and the beginning of a new one to steer your life. Until when for you? Until October 25th, 2025. Choose to make the most of this powerful and transformative energy to put an end to the burdens of the past, the challenging energies, and the recurring issues that keep resurfacing like a never-ending cycle. And now let's talk about Mercury. As it begins its swift journey in Taurus on May 10th, your attention will be directed towards systems that support your daily life, such as health, time, work, and routines. Especially Mercury in Taurus, taking good care of your body, getting treatment without neglect if you have health issues, applications, and initiatives related to your education. It will even support you in expressing yourself on matters you are complaining about. Small improvements can bring long-term significant benefits to you. And on May 12th, a significant full moon will occur in Scorpio, spiritually, emotionally, and sexually. Energies are present that will bring many suppressed things to the forefront. Be ready to heal by facing the truth you've hidden, with the awareness of what you've postponed and what you've grieved over to the point of making yourself ill. and to recover from where you've been scattered. Now, a decision in emotional matters with this energy. If you are on the verge of this, if you are divorced, if you have questions in your mind about separation, or if you are trying to determine where to take your relationship in your life, if you are experiencing problems, developments that gain clarity on these issues and the truth that emerge will enable you to make the right decisions. But you should focus on moving forward without forgetting what you've experienced, with overly emotional and excessively compassionate approaches. Children of Saturn, Capricorns, welcome to the month of May. Recognition by progress. Deserved successes, energies that make them effective in your life will be in question. On May 2nd, as Venus aligns with Neptune, be ready for energies that will fill the gaps related to your emotional foundation, your personal sanctuary. You may find yourself thinking about the past, family relationships, old stories. Confrontations with regrets and vulnerabilities brought by past experiences will enable you to make amends for your mistakes and trigger the ability to see the true faces of the people who caused them. Be compassionate towards yourself. Let your intention be to heal the wounds of things involving the past and to guide your life with your good qualities. On May 4th, Pluto, the representative of the underworld, begins its retrograde. It will bring fundamental issues related to both external and internal values to the forefront. This retrograde in Aquarius will affect you until October 25th. Are you putting in a lot of effort but not getting the return? Is your scarcity mindset preventing you from gaining? Have you lost stability in many areas of your life while avoiding emotional realities? In these areas, it says now, notice, wake up, take action, and restructure. Pluto to you. As Mercury begins its journey in Taurus on May 10th, you should be cautious of reckless people in your work and education life. Focus on preserving existing work and educational activities and act with the aim of providing assurance to elevate them to better points. Instant and reactive approaches and the inability to manage unstable energies can lead to events you might regret. It can also put you in a difficult financial situation. Act with control. Additionally, an important full moon will occur in Scorpio on May 12th. You may find yourself evaluating the people you surround yourself with. Friendships, matters related to a spouse or lover, alliances. Be prepared for the messages your feelings about differences give you, and unexpected developments that will awaken you. Acting with awareness of your power under these energies. It can help you notice and implement important solutions that will make it easier to overcome many things you thought you couldn't handle. Be cautious of jealousy, especially those who constantly make you explain yourself. You should not hesitate to demonstrate your resilient and strong nature against people who force you to do so. Loyalty is a gift. Do not allow anyone to question your loyalty and accuse you. Until May 15th, there are energies related to making important financial decisions and regaining control in your work. The sky is a blessing for you both emotionally and physically. It will heal you. Just make sure to take time for yourself. However, on May 19th, Jupiter will collide with the lunar nodes. The tension will trigger confrontations with events where you need to allow changes in your current life. Clarity is knocking at the door. This should not make you feel pressured. You should act with more belief in the awareness that a new cycle will be rewarding. The children of Uranus are Aquarius. Welcome to the month of May. The month of May carries the energies of communication and harmony in your lives. Especially for you, everything that will reveal your natural energy should be more important. You should see yourself clearly and not resist making up for your mistakes and errors. In May, you should act knowing what you want. It is filled with energies you need to engage with. When you do this, improvements, especially related to financial matters and developments, that will distance you from many negative influences, testing you with your worries, may reflect in your life as a gift. And on May 2nd, Venus aligns with Neptune. It will help you focus on how you convey your good news and notice any disruptions related to processes. Suddenly, in areas where you previously looked with prejudice and anger, you may adopt a calmer and more constructive approach. Now, speaking your own truth will be more powerful and positive for you than saying what others want to hear. Especially in the conversations you will have, focus on setting boundaries. Be sure to seize opportunities in areas related to creativity, writing, and artistic activities in a timely manner. And on May 4th, Pluto, the representative of the underworld, begins its retrograde. And is this energy, lo, is who you are, what you have built, the identity you project, capable of transforming your evolution correctly? Or are you trapped with an incomplete version of yourself? Pluto will awaken you to question these things. An open invitation to structure your choices, energy, power dynamics, and especially your approach to the negativities you have proven, to rediscover yourself. And this energy will continue until October 25th, 2025. On May 10th, as Mercury begins its transit in Taurus, it will encourage you to reflect on what home, emotional security, roots, and stability in your work and educational life mean to you. If you feel that something is missing within you, this is what you should focus on. You should adopt a diligent approach to find the reason for this lack. You must proceed without hesitation. On May 12th, a significant full moon will occur in Scorpio. This full moon will bring issues related to inheritance, matters concerning your career, unresolved events stemming from partnerships, and situations where you have struggled to claim your rights to your agenda. My advice to you is to address it as it has become a chronic issue. This problem should be evaluated meticulously. There is nothing that can be done. If you think like this, you should definitely seek legal support and take action, because this lack of energy could be a serious issue, preventing you from moving forward. My advice to you is to be ready for transformations. In matters related to relationships, instead of being prejudiced or having a one-sided approach, try to proceed with a holistic attitude. When you are holistic, act with the knowledge that no matter what decisions you make, issues can be resolved with shared values. Children of Neptune, the fish, a real breakthrough. Welcome to a month full of stability and beauty that you've been waiting for a long time. Say, with the month of May. In May, within yourself, the realization that you need to transform things. There are energies that encourage you to focus on things that are materially and spiritually richer, more harmonious, and long-lasting. On May 2nd, Venus is the ruler. While it aligns with your planet East, it will allow you to encounter a high awakening effect regarding the things you value about yourself and are ready to receive. To properly evaluate this creative energy, to improve your life after illusions, with more individual approaches to stability, love, harmony, strive to carry your life forward, advance, without hesitation regarding opportunities that can expand your resources. Let this be your motto, and the mystical and the extremely is challenging planet of destruction and rebirth. Pluto starts its retrograde in Aquarius on May 4th, lasting until October 25th. Emotions that you have spiritually and energetically denied or rejected may surface. Hidden fears, You may face many energies and confrontations where you sabotage yourself. Why will you encounter these confrontations? To finally be able to let them go and allow yourself to stop testing yourself with energies that are not yours. And as Mercury begins its retrograde in Taurus on May 10th, it will make you feel motivated in matters related to thoughts, writing, speaking, and communication. In your professional life, your applications may be accepted, and you may encounter offers that place you in beginnings and formations where you can see the value you deserve. You will succeed when you act in harmony with your purpose, emotions, and beliefs. A powerful full moon will occur in Scorpio on May 12th. This full moon especially in matters related to your beliefs, goals, and the things you dream of. It carries energies where you will witness the trials of the people who have oppressed you and caused this pressure in your lives. You will also understand the importance of your true power and inner wisdom with these influences. On that day, while the sun forms a positive aspect with the North Node in your sign, focus on your intentions, prayers, and desires. On May 17th, when the sun conjuncts Uranus in your close surroundings, unexpected things may occur in your conversations, plans, and family matters. While allowing these energies to guide you, stay in balance. On May 19th, Jupiter will form an aspect that will push you to let go of ideas and assumptions that no longer align with the life you have built with the lunar nodes. To liberate yourself from your comfort zone, heal from tense influences, and approach everything that harms your health with controlled measures. And as the sun begins its journey in Gemini on May 20th, you will make clear decisions regarding your emotional life, structure family matters, and address everything you feel is lacking in terms of your security. The energies will reflect on you as rewards for the efforts you will make to find what you feel is missing.